So as I assume all of you know, WrestleMania 35 is this Sunday, and to be honest, I'm not too excited for it. We just got an epic NXT takeover, one of the best takeovers ever, might be the best ever. I haven't decided yet. I really liked New Orleans last year, but we all know that was going to be epic anyway. But WrestleMania is the thing that is up next, and what a long show it's going to be. And as you know, I never do predictions videos. I think loads of people do them, but I just want to do them for this event, because why not? It's a big event, and I think I've got some interesting thoughts to share with you guys. So I'm going to run through the match card in figure form, and BF3 WrestleMania is obviously my show. You can see the logos around. That probably won't be out for another month. Break up from school next week, so I'll have a good 2 weeks to work on it, so that's going to be good. But yeah, we're going to run through the entire match card, give my predictions, give my thoughts, things that could happen, and yeah, let's get straight into it. So yeah, up first on the kickoff show, firstly we have the men's Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Basically the Jobber Battle Royal / get you on the card so you can get paid Battle Royal. / we have nothing to do for you Battle Royal. There's loads of names you can give it, but in the ring I have some of the participants, and we have there's loads of guys announced. We have the club in there. It'll be funny to see how quick they get eliminated since they're being released soon. And then we have, I assume Chad Gale, Bobby Roode will be in there, but a bunch of other guys. I don't think any of them are going to win. Maybe Mustafa Ali. He's probably my second pick to win. Behind Braun Strowman, I do think Braun Strowman is going to win. He just needs it. There is those Saturday Night Live guys, and I don't watch American TV, so I have no goddamn clue who they are, but they seem really annoying. But yeah, I can see Braun eliminating those guys, and I think Braun really needs this win, even though it's going to do nothing for him. But you know, it'll remind people he's not gone, so I'm going to go with Braun Strowman picking up the win. Up next, we do have the Cruiserweight title match between Buddy Murphy and Tony Nese. I see Buddy Murphy winning this. I think he's too good right now. He's the hottest thing on 205 Live. Even though that thing is freezing cold, he's the hottest thing there. But yeah, I don't really know who could beat Buddy Murphy. Maybe Johnny Gargano when he gets up there eventually, but hopefully Johnny Gargano doesn't go to 205 Live, even though he's just won the NXT title. I don't know, I see Buddy Murphy having a long reign, beating Neville's reign maybe, and yeah, it should be a killer match on the kickoff show, but I'm going to go with Buddy Murphy. Then we have the Women's Battle Royal. I'm just going to go ahead and say I think that Mandy Rose is going to win. I feel like she's going to eliminate Asuka last. I think because she's blonde and she's a heel, I see WWE giving it to her, either her or Lacey Evans, but I'm going to go with Mandy Rose. Just to bury Asuka more, because why not? That's what they're going to do. It's WWE, everyone, even though Asuka should win. Even though it does nothing for anyone, I think it's more of a humiliation for Asuka to win it than lose it. But yeah, I don't really care about this match. And then I'm just going to say it's another one-woman match. This is the main event. Obviously, I don't have figures of them, so I'm just going to go ahead and say that now. Ronda Rousey, the Raw Women's Champion versus Charlotte Flair, SmackDown Women's Champion versus Becky Lynch. Winner takes all. I'm going to go ahead and say Becky Lynch wins. Oh wait, let me think 1 second. I haven't really thought about this. I think it's gonna be a screw finish. I feel like Becky Lynch is gonna get Ronda in the armbar, and then Charlotte's gonna make Ronda tap at the same time, and they both win a title. Then the Horsewomen come down and hold the belts up. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. And then maybe Shayna Baszler and Duke and Shafir come down and destroy them, and then Ronda Rousey and Shayna and stuff stand tall. But okay, this is fantasy book. I'm gonna just go ahead and say my prediction now. I think Becky Lynch is gonna stand tall with both titles, and that's how I want to close WrestleMania. That's it. Boom, done. Okay, guys, on to the main show, and I think AJ Styles, Randy Orton will kick off the show. And I think that I actually don't have a Randy Orton figure. I have some in the crowd, but they're missing pieces. I just don't find Randy Orton fun to pose in the Fed. So it's kind of like not convenient at all, because I think Randy Orton is gonna win, just to get that big RKO spot and send AJ Styles over to Raw, where he belongs, because he's done everything on SmackDown. He's been the WWE champion, the US champion, not the tag team champion, but whatever, you don't need that. But yeah, I think AJ Styles is going to go to Raw and feud for the Universal title. So Randy Orton is going to RKO AJ Styles, maybe the 450 splash into the RKO, or some just inventive finish, I don't know. But I'm sure they'll think of something that'll, yeah, Randy Orton to win. Okay, before we get into this prediction, did you guys see the right hook Dash Wilder gave to that arsehole who attacked Bret Hart at the Hall of Fame? That was epic. I bet he gets fired. But yeah, into this Raw Tag Team title match. I think this is kind of a pointless match. All guys in it are underused, even though I'm not a fan of Zack Ryder. I think Kurt Hawkins' losing gimmick, I've said it before, is a good gimmick. People say that he's losing because he's buried, but that is his gimmick. It's really funny and he can really make it work. But I think this is where the streak ends. I think the Revival are going to lose the titles to the Figure Bros. I don't know what they call. I don't know what the tag team name is. But Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins will capture the Raw tag titles and then lose them the following night on Raw, and then they will leave for AEW. That is my prediction. I think all these guys are going to leave. Maybe these guys lose them to like a call-up tag team. Maybe Undisputed Era. I don't know. That would be a very good impact for Undisputed Era to just beat these guys. But yeah, I think these guys, whether they leave or not, are going to get the tag titles and end this Kurt Hawkins reign, losing streak before they can leave. Because you can't just have them leave WWE and then the losing streak just never ends. That just wouldn't make sense. But yeah, and this tag team match was made like just on social media. Had no build. I wish it had a build. I would be a lot more interested in this. But yeah, the Raw tag titles are a joke, and apparently the Raw tag titles themselves are getting a redesign, so that'll be cool to see. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Hawkins and Ryder picking up the win. Up next, guys, we have The Miz taking on Shane McMahon. Is it a false count anywhere match? I'm not sure. It's some kind of stipulation. But I enjoyed these guys as a tag team. I thought Miz really held the team together. I think Miz is just so great. He can work as a babyface and a heel, even though he's better as a heel. He still makes things work, but I don't like how he took on all of Sanity, because it's not like The Miz is some incredible wrestler. He's probably the safest wrestler out there with the softest kicks ever. But yeah, I think The Miz is going to win this one. This might kick off the show, but I had a weird feeling like The Miz's dad might turn on him, but I think that's a bit stupid. I think Miz's dad will come out and celebrate with Miz at the end, and Shane McMahon will realise what he's done is very bad to turn on his friend. Maybe Shane McMahon does get this win because he hasn't really won anything, but I really don't think he needs it as he's not a trained wrestler. But yeah, I'm going to go with The Miz winning in a pretty decent match. Up next, guys, we have Roman Reigns taking on Drew McIntyre. I'm not sure if there's any stipulation to this, but I think Drew should win this. But Roman just came back from cancer, so he kind of has to get the win, which is why I'm going for Roman to win. But if Roman had been back like a while, I feel like they should give it to Drew just to get him over, because I feel like this match is just to get Roman Reigns on the card, because if they put him in the Universal title picture, he would just get instantly booed. But I think this is going to be the sleeper match that everyone's going to think is going to be pretty bad, because it's just two big guys, but I think this is going to be a great match. Maybe match of the night, I don't know, but it'll be up there, and should be really interesting, especially if Drew wins. That'll be awesome. But I think Drew might be going to SmackDown after Mania just for a fresh start. And Roman could go into that Universal title picture. So I'm going to go with Roman Reigns picking up the win. Up next, guys, we have the SmackDown United States Championship match between the champion Samoa Joe defending against Rey Mysterio. Apparently Rey Mysterio was a bit injured, so he wasn't sure whether he was going to be able to be cleared to compete. But apparently he's fine now. I just wish this was a ladder match. Give us a ladder match over the weekend. That would be epic. I mean, you have Kevin Owens, Andrade, Mustafa Ali, Xavier Woods, Big E, Apollo. Well, he's not on SmackDown. Well, there's just loads of guys you could include in that who just aren't doing anything. It's really a shame. But we're gonna get this match that should be good. But I'm still not decided. I feel like Joe's gonna win just because I don't think Rey Mysterio needs it. I'm gonna go with Joe picking up the win in a pretty decent match. But Joe pretty much dominates most of it and gets that Coquina Clutch, because Joe's lost too much recently. And yeah, I'm going to go with Samoa Joe. Okay, so apparently Elias is having this concert thing, which I really don't care for. Yeah, I really don't. I'm not a big fan of Elias right now. But obviously he's going to get interrupted unless they do like SummerSlam where just the power cuts out or something. But I think he's going to get interrupted, unfortunately, by The Undertaker. And this is how The Undertaker is going to appear at Mania. He's just going to come out, choke slam Tombstone, walk up the ramp just to get him on the card. And yeah, I think that's going to be what happens. It's going to really suck. I can't stand this up. But yeah, I feel like that's what's going to happen. Maybe The Rock comes out, but I just see The Undertaker more likely. So I'm going to go with Undertaker just interrupting Elias during his concert. And yeah. Up next, we have the Intercontinental Championship match between the champion Bobby Lashley, confused Bobby Lashley, and Finn Balor. And obviously I'm a big fan of Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush. I really like them. But obviously I prefer the Demon much more. I feel like the Demon has to win this, even though he's really weird with his whole weird thing on Raw. But yeah, I don't have a Lashley figure, but it doesn't really matter, because I feel like Demon holding the title in Mania like this would be really cool. And it'd be cool to see some face paint and some customs made. But relatively quick match. Balor, Intercontinental Champion, Maybe go over to SmackDown while Joe comes over to Raw after Mania. That would be cool. But yeah, I see Finn Balor holding the Intercontinental Championship after WrestleMania. Up next, we have the match for the SmackDown Tag Team titles, where the Usos are defending against Rusev and Nakamura, The Bar, and Aleister Black and Ricochet. And I feel it's going to be one of those matches where we say if it had 5-10 more minutes, it would be epic. But it's going to they're going to get the ball rolling, and then the Usos are going to pick up the win. I think the Usos are going to win. Last year, the Usos walked in as champions and didn't walk out as champions. I don't think they've ever walked out as Mania as champions. So I think it's their time to retain the tag team titles. And yeah, sorry about that. But for some reason, this match was made by Alexa Bliss. I don't really see why she has the authority to do that. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Usos picking up the win in a pretty decent match. Still don't like Rusev and Nakamura as a tag team. The Bar are pretty much dead, I think. They've done pretty much everything, and Aleister Black and Ricochet should be single stars, even though they're a great team. But I think after Mania they should go their separate ways, as it's for the best. Yeah, I only have this terrible Batista figure from his last WWE run. I mean, it's okay, but it's a really weird attire. But on to Triple H versus Batista in a no-holds-barred match, and I think this build has been awesome. I think Batista's been specifically great, and Triple H has been, he's always great. He always has a good feud and a good match at WrestleMania. Like, his one last year was great, but I feel like this match is going to be the exact same. One of the best on the card. The Batista looks great, and I think Batista's going to win. I feel like it's going to be the shock of the night, where Triple H actually retires. But we all know he's going to come back eventually, just like Shawn Michaels, so it doesn't even matter. But I think Batista needs this win as his last match at WrestleMania. And yeah, I really just don't want Triple H to win, honestly. I feel like that would just be a waste of Batista. But I feel like this might go 20 minutes. Hopefully both guys can keep up. And nothing goes wrong, like Triple H gets injured again, or Batista gets injured, but I'm going to go with Batista picking up the win. Up next, we have Kurt Angle's retirement match, where he's scheduled to face Baron Corbin, and I see this going only one way. Kurt Angle taps out Baron Corbin in a matter of seconds, and incoming the favourite guy, John Cena, to face Kurt Angle and put Kurt Angle down. And yeah, he beats Kurt Angle in a match, and then they have a nice little celebration, and he's like, ruthless aggression or something, whatever he said. And yeah, that'll be a nice send-off for Angle, and a very sort of sad send-off, because it's really been underlooked by the WWE. This is Kurt Angle, one of the best of all time. This should be a bigger thing, instead of scheduled to face Baron Corbin, especially since Kurt Angle picked Baron Corbin to be his last opponent. Like, oh my, he could have picked anyone. He could have picked Chris Benoit, goddammit. That was a joke. I'm sorry. Up next, guys, we have the Universal Championship match between Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins, and I feel like this could be match of the night, because Brock always does work with smaller guys really well. I feel like this could be a great match, and these guys did have some good matches back in the day. But sadly, my head says Brock's winning, my heart says Rollins should win. Obviously, I want Seth Rollins to win, but I think Brock Lesnar is going to hold on to the belt. Maybe Dean Ambrose, Roman could come out, but it's not like that happened last year for Roman. Seth and Dean didn't come out, but they really don't really make much sense. But yeah, maybe Paul Heyman turns on Brock, because I don't really want Paul Heyman to go anywhere if Brock's gone. But he's probably just going to be a backstage writer or something. But I see Brock holding the title after a couple of F5s, and I think Brock is going to lose the belt to Roman at a Saudi show or something. I don't know, but yeah, I really want Seth to lose. But from past experiences, I mean, I want Seth to win, but from past experiences, I think Brock is going to win. Prove me wrong, WWE, please. And lastly, guys, since we already covered the main event from earlier in the video, we have Kofi Kingston taking on the WWE Champion Daniel Bryan, and Kofi Kingston has got this insane wave of momentum. I think either this or the Triple Threat should main event, I don't mind. But I think this is going to be an excellent match, really emotional, with the New Day and Daniel and Rowan. I guess Rowan counts for something, right? But I don't see this going any other way than Kofi Kingston picking up the win and finally becoming WWE Champion. I don't think he'll have a very long reign. I think he'll go into a feud with Randy Orton next, and continue that 2009 feud that I was a big fan of back then, actually. But Orton just didn't want to work with Kofi anymore. Even though Kofi was meant to come out a big main eventer after that, it didn't work. But this is the now. I think Kofi's going to win. People say the New Day could turn. I really hope not. I feel like the New Day should have another year or two together, and then maybe when they start. Remember when the New Day was starting to die and if they broke them up, this would never have happened. But I can't help but think how this would have been from Mustafa Ali. Imagine how over Mustafa Ali would have been if he never got injured right now. But it still works for Kofi anyway. Mustafa Ali in the Battle Royal, of course. Yeah, Kofi Kingston has to pick up the win here. They've got to go with this momentum. They've got to give Kofi the win. And I think it'll be a really nice celebration. So that is my WrestleMania predictions, guys. Leave yours below. You can compete with me. WrestleMania is tonight. I've got lots of Monster Energy, lots of Lucozade, lots of water, lots of snacks to keep me going. And yeah, I'm very excited. But I do have a special delivery coming tomorrow, so that'll be another video out tomorrow. Maybe WrestleMania review if it gets exciting. But I'm looking forward to the show now I've done this, honestly. As WrestleMania is always fun, specifically when you're watching it with family and stuff. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you all in the next video.